Okay, so now we can.
I'm trying
now
to
there should be a notification
something.
pops up, and you guys can just share it. And say,
Okay.
Hey,
On Facebook?
tune in. Or if not, you can go to the page, and you'll see it's live and just share.
Hello. This went live.
You're building a helicopter too?
No, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm terrible.
Yeah. Oh, you hear me? Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Hey, everybody. We'll be starting shortly. Thank you for tuning in. Bum, bum, bum.
Now for the song stylings of Wesley Blake.
Strangers in the night.
It's dinner and a show. Saturday Night Super Show.
There we go.
All right.
And then
Oops. There we go.
Bring that up.
Ooh.
No, we don't need that.
Oh, should we share this?
And then
I'm like,
boom.
fix it.
Right, I know. That's like yesterday I was at the station and someone there, they were going to do their segment. They were trying to figure out how to airdrop a photo to someone because they couldn't find it. And they were like, how do we do this? And everybody's like, ugh. And then I see this young kid sitting in the room. I go, hey, do you know how to help them to airdrop pictures? Oh, yeah, give it to you. She goes, there you go. I was like, see? Oh, I was like, man.
Yeah, obviously how they run a speaking spell.
See how they do it Legos.
Yes.
Lego bricks.
Lego bricks. He's awesome. He already remembered.
Right, Lego bricks. Sorry. God, Mike. You're right. You're right, Mike. Okay. I think I did it. Can you hear us, Chris? Are we awesome? Okay.
Trying to
Let me
create.
Go back. All right. I think we're about ready. Okay. Yeah, we are. We're live.
We've been live.
Have you chaired it? Did you? Okay. Here, let's do this. Hold on, everybody. Be with you in a second. Just gonna help Wesley here get.
Don't mind
get
me either,
situated.
because I'm just being
this is weird.
creative.
Danger actor
Oh,
in the
okay.
studio.
So if you just go to the main page, you were on videos. So share.
Hi, Jackie.
And then
Oh, man.
You can just
Jacques.
No, it's a girl.
say whatever you want to say.
Think,
Tune
no.
now and then
It's-
just hit.
Sorry, if it's a guy, I'm
post
sorry, it's a small
and,
picture.
they'll have our video. Hope everybody's doing well. Who's on right now? Hey, Jackie. See ya.
Is it
Oh,
Jackie?
there's Angelita, and she's right there. Do you say Jackie or Jackie? Or
I can't tell if
Jackie?
it's a man or woman because
Uh-oh.
the picture's so small.
Talking about me.
Mike, you're just so
It could be
abrasive.
Jock, I'm just saying.
You're so abrasive, Mike. You're so abrasive.
I'm truthful.
Okay.
Jackie.
All right. I think we're.
It could be,
I think
it
we're
could be
ready.
Jacques.
We're
Okay.
ready.
All right, everybody. It's Saturday night, and
Oops.
you are, well, live for some of you, not so live for some of the others, with the Saturday Night Super Show. So excited to be here. It kind of feels like this is our getting back to our childhood edition because we've got Legos in the studio.
No. Lego bricks.
Lego bricks. Thank
Lego
you, Mike.
bricks.
Thank
Lego
you for helping me
bricks.
with that. I just found out today that calling them Legos is incorrect. It's supposed to be Lego bricks.
Yes.
And then our good friend Wesley brought a point that between the difference between Lego bricks and Lego blocks.
Possibly blocks.
That's
maybe?
probably why
The
we do it.
size.
The blocks are the bigger
They,
ones.
they were going by
Oh,
Lego
that's why they
Americans
did
for a
that.
little while.
Yeah, Lego
I
Americans.
just call them Legos.
That's
Not bad
so
boy.
funny. So so we got Lego bricks
Yes.
because my good friend Darlene Dorsey, local media talent personality.
Yes, you can say news reporter,
entrepreneur,
journalist.
news reporter, journalist. Yeah,
Darlene.
all this stuff. She and I are emceeing an event this weekend that's going to be awesome. Where Lego Land Discovery Center is looking for a master Lego builder.
Yes.
We're going to talk about that, and you actually have an opportunity to go out and possibly win this spot. And so we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But again, Wesley Blake is in studio, our good friend,
Wesley.
actor, and all around nice guy.
And
We love Wesley.
Daddy.
Oh,
Daddy!
Yes.
Congratulations
yes.
on
How
that.
long you been a daddy now?
8.5 weeks.
Look at you,
Yeah.
fresh,
Brand new deck.
fresh out the
Yeah.
gate.
I got this figured
He
out.
As we said earlier,
Right,
he figured
right.
out the logistics.
Yeah, right.
How to get there.
Right. Someone gave him a brochure.
Exactly.
Well, get used to these Legos in your life.
Oh, I'm not
'cause
sharing.
As your or Lego bricks
Well, he needs
in
to
your
take
life.
off his shoes and step on them.
Yeah.
first.
Oh,
Have you ever seen that
lots
meme?
of videos about that.
Yeah, have you seen the meme with the shark
Yeah.
coming out of the water like it's like eat something? It's like the face you make when you step on a Lego with no shoes on.
But you know,
It's
they
so
need
funny.
to do it now with the blindfold, the bird box.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
right. You put a blindfold on everything, and
Angie, go get a blindfold.
I just
I've
got
got
it.
one in my purse.
I got caught up in that bird box thing, so I made my own little meme with Bert from Bert and Ernie, and it was a Bert box. And he had the blindfold on, so I expected it to get a little more traction than it did, but it didn't.
Oops.
So anyway, so we got the Legos, and then Angelita, our lovely intern
Secret
level
double
5
probation.
producer. I don't know exactly what she does.
MI5.
slash get on the microphone slash
I do anything and everything.
all around.
Yikes.
Yeah, yes, boom, Girl Friday and Saturday. What? So she brought in some toys because I was joking the other day when we had a group in here that I wish I'd had my harmonica so I could jump in and start playing. And she brought me a mini harmonica. For those of you on Facebook Live, you can see it's so tiny.
Yeah,
it looks
cool.
like the size of like half a Kit Kat, and not even like the whole box of Kit Kat, like literally an individual Kit Kat. And I said, "Does it work?" She said, "Yes, it works." So look, check it out.
Yeah.
What?
It'd be cool if you play it.
Mike, you don't look impressed.
Like,
Well,
take that,
I just
Billy
want to
Joel.
apologize to every blues, rock, and country player ever that ever touched the harmonica.
Bro.
I'm sorry, guys.
You know,
and
and I'm
girls.
married to a musician, and I didn't say anything.
See? Mike is obviously not noticing my natural ability when it comes to harmonica. And then she gave me this other thing, which is like a voice changer.
Yeah.
But it sounds more like just static. I don't know. But hey, that's not your
Like a
fault.
robot?
It's the thought that counts. So let's see. I'm going to say something. Let's see.
Welcome to the Saturday Night Super Show.
Very good.
Super
It
creepy.
How'd
worked.
that sound? That's creepy. It is
Sound
kind of
like
creepy.
you're dying.
It is
It worked.
creepy.
Right, slowly dying.
They like
of what? Right, of a robot jumping down my throat. And then she got me this other thing. It's a little sound machine, and I'm trying to
Toys.
see what it has on here. So it's got one that says, "Oh yeah." It's a button that says, "Oh yeah." Let's push it and see what it says. Nice.
Yikes.
I'm gonna use that one.
That
I
was good.
guarantee you.
I heard that
Every
one
time
in
you like
prison.
something,
Yeah. I guarantee I'm using that one. And then there's one with cats.
Oh, I guess you got to have cats.
I love this song, Halita. Thank you. I'm going to be
welcome.
entertained for hours.
Yeah.
I'm going to call people and just do weird things.
So my rolled up ball of aluminum foil is nothing to you, then, huh?
You know, the advances in technology.
Is that like a bee?
I don't know what that one is, but
I
I'm scared
think
to
so.
ask. Oh, it says it's a mosquito.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was old lady Johnson started
Yeah, I was
dancing
gonna
again.
say, sound like someone's wife.
It's like,
Hi, Happy.
Call for some help. Is Happy on?
Hey.
Happy's there.
Oh, why is
Oh,
that?
okay.
Oh, we got Happy, Jennifer, all kinds of people on.
I know. I
So-
was so busy being creative, I think.
So yeah, so we've got these Legos here, and kind of Darlene. Let's talk a little bit about what's going on this weekend with that because
Yes.
it's going to be so fun.
I'm excited.
Yes, me too. At first, I was like, "Oh yeah, this should be cool." But once we had the meeting about everything they're doing with this thing, I'm like, "This is going to be so great."
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So, kind of tell everybody, I guess, a little bit what they're looking for with this event.
Oh, well, this is really cool because this weekend at River Center, there's going to be a whole group of contestants, people vying for a job of being a master Lego builder.
Awesome.
And so they are going to be, instead of a sit down in the office, having people ask you questions, doing presentations, they're going to be on the spot building something super cool and creative to show as their way of applying for this job.
Yeah.
A real job with benefits, we're told.
Yes.
Right? Remember they
Real
said
pay,
that.
real
Play
money.
all day.
Imagine
Right.
that being your job,
Kinda
where
like-
you just get to sit around, play with Legos all day, and create stuff.
Right, and you can tell people when they come in
Isn't
your
that
office,
this?
"Stop, I'm busy."
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm really
This is-
busy,
yeah.
not just playing. This
Yeah.
is real
This is
legit.
pretty much the radio version of that.
Legit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Right.
Are
Yeah.
we applying now?
Yeah.
Let's say,
Right.
You
Yeah.
guys can stay home. I got this. So it's just in the bag.
It's got like a
Look at that.
helicopter
Oh,
and a
look at
truck.
that. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, and look
Let's
at
just
this.
bust it out.
That is,
yeah,
like,
does
so
it
cool.
compare?
I don't.
Actually,
That is
that
so
looks
cool.
like
it-
the
it-
big ships from.
It looks
from
like a
Avengers.
prototype for like a multi-bladed
Yeah.
wall.
Okay, mine
I
just
don't know.
came
Like
apart.
it's like and all I've managed to do in this time is stick two bricks together. Like that's typical
Mine is a
Roman.
cop
Just
car.
But at
and,
least we're trying, but it's going to be fun this
that's a
weekend.
that's a
Nice.
what?
It's a police vehicle.
Oh, it
Please
looks
show
like a
please show that to
chair.
the camera.
Yeah.
I
It
could
thought
be
it
a
was
chair.
It's the electric chair.
It looks
is
like
what
a chair.
is, So
What
But the cool thing
4-year-old
is,
put that
we're
together
going to
for
be
you?
I know,
helping them
right?
decide. We're going to be showing
Yes.
off what these builders are doing to compete for that job, and people are coming from all across the country.
yeah,
right?
there's people coming. I think they said as far as like Michigan
Yeah.
or something like that to compete in this thing.
Alfurias.
Yeah, Alfurias. Because this is like think about it, it's like a dream job for some people.
Oh, yeah.
And
Dude,
so
I mean, come
Like, you
on.
never
Who
have to
wouldn't want
grow
to get
up.
paid
Some
to make
people.
Lego?
Right.
Yes.
I know.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
That's like, hey, Roman, we're going to pay you to just lick chocolate all day. What? Like, yes.
Yes.
I'll
Okay.
do that.
But
I
since
remember
you said
Chuck. He's a great
that-
guy.
Since you said that, you've seen the Food Network. When people do these, it's pretty serious. Like
Yes.
the baking competitions, and so just imagine
Right.
how creative you have to be to become the master builder.
Yeah, because it seems like, oh, yeah, just kind of funny. But no, yeah, these guys are super serious. Like I said, especially to come from that far. So it's going to be Saturday and Sunday for those
Yes.
watching right now on Facebook
Wow.
Live. This
Yeah.
Saturday and this Sunday. It starts early in the morning, like 9 o'clock. There's actually going to be a competition with local media for funsies where local media people are going to compete against each other to build something.
I'm
Yes.
just going to say right
18?
now.
Must be 18 to apply. Watch a 12-year-old win.
That's a good question.
Well,
I don't know.
No, you
Serious,
have to
they're
be an adult
so-
because this is a real job and there are
Yeah.
child
Yeah.
labor laws.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Darn
this
those
is-
child labor laws. What were we saying, Mike?
I was say I can tell that you're not going to win because you're saying for funsies.
That's how, I'm like that. I could be like in the Olympics. I'm like, hey guys, let's just all have a good time out there. They're like, what? No, like we've been training all our lives. I'm like, come on, guys,
Like,
just
here
have
we have
fun.
our guest speaker for judo, guest referee. Hey guys, just kind of hug it out.
You'd
For
be
funsies,
running with
guys.
your Converse on.
Right. That's
in the
hey,
Olympics.
speaking of judo and all this other stuff, did you guys see my poor buddy Gleto get tackled yesterday by a rugby player?
and I heard it was
wow.
a female rugby
female
I
rugby
player.
player.
plead the fifth.
Oh my God! He had to go to Texas Med Clinic and his arms in a sling and all this stuff. I was like,
Was it an accident or it was
and C-Rod
supposed to
is
be
watching right
for
now.
fun
she was making a point
on the show?
C-Rod, C-Rod,
Yeah.
C-Rod, you doing okay? Take some aspirin. So
I don't know how he's on the internet if he got jacked up like he did yesterday.
he's having it like with one arm, having to get online because I watched it and then they post it on news and they do it like slow mo, where like you see like the moment of impact. Boom, and I thought, oh, this is all fun and games. So you wind up at Texas Med Clinic.
Oh yeah.
Well,
He's a sports blooper now.
never mind.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, Mike. I don't know where you're going with that, but I see a look in your eye. That
Yeah.
makes me feel like
You know, but that just shows that's my buddy Cleto. I miss him. We worked together for
I
a
know.
long time.
I'm hunting down this
And
woman. I want to know who she is.
So I think it just shows his passion for getting in there and trying something new.
Look,
and you know,
I
it's
agree.
live TV.
Okay,
Something
Yeah.
I'll
went
say what
wrong.
I'm thinking.
Had he
I'll say what
died,
I'm
he
thinking.
Look,
died
Mike
doing
couldn't hold
stuff.
back.
No, I can't hold back.
What?
Right?
I didn't post anything on any of his posts yesterday or News
I didn't
4
either.
or 29.
I wanted to.
But thank God she didn't hit him for real. That's all I'm gonna say.
What? That was for real. You think he's faking
Dude,
going to?
hey, I've
Bro,
been
this is
in,
not
I've
for
been
television.
in good fights, brother.
No, 'cause he and I-
she was at quarter speed.
Bro,
at
she's
the
like from
most.
the
I
Ukraine, bro.
understand that, and I watched
No.
it. She
They
was quarter
like
speed.
chop down trees with their bare hands.
I want to date her.
in the Ukraine.
You want to date her?
Yeah, and so no, dude, for real. Because like before, when I've done some stuff on television where it's like, oh, it's be for funsies, I've gotten hurt. So I've talked about this before, like on Great Day when we used to do this turkey tackle, and they would dress me up as a turkey,
Yeah.
and
They
everybody else
tackle
would
you?
just tackle me. Like, how is this a game? Like,
How do I get into that?
I
I
got,
do that.
dude, no, I got hurt. They tackled me on a pile of rocks. Like, it was insane. And then,
You had a costume on, dude.
and
Come
then
on.
one time when I was supposed to jump out of an airplane,
Yeah.
they had already made contingency plans that if I died while I jumped, because we were
And?
doing it live.
Oh, wow.
And it was like, which I get it, but when I overhear that in a conversation, it doesn't feel good.
Your
you
wife's
know?
like, did
Well,
you, did
you
you,
know
pay
what?
the
I'm-
life insurance policy?
I'm going to say something about the what you had to do there on the show because I was watching a reunion of the members of The Sopranos.
Okay.
You know, I love that show.
Sure.
And there's always this famous scene where Tony tells his wife, you know the deal. So with that show, you knew the deal. You put yourself up for that, no matter what it was.
Look at you. I never want Darlene as my producer. I never want Darlene as my producer.
Darlene is what we should all try to become.
Aspire to be.
Aspire to as a
No, because and
television
Clef and I were having this
personality.
conversation. It's
if
like
you want to die.
it's like right when you're doing this stuff. Like it's like the more you're hurt or the more of a struggle it is, the more the producers love
Love
it.
it.
They
Yeah,
just
they
love
think
it
it's so
because
Lead the leads, baby.
Yeah.
because when I would do my Pigman thing and I would wear my Pigman costume,
Yeah.
I couldn't breathe in that thing. And I remember my producer, I would hear her laughing in my ear and talking to other people. Like, not talking to me. She goes, listen, he can't even breathe. It's so funny. And I'm like,
But just remember, I'm going to give him a break here since you got to get some water. It's okay if you get hurt, but they still expect to see you.
yeah,
The next
next
day.
day.
Yeah.
Are you are
You got to get back
Hollywood,
out
baby.
in
there.
the afternoon
Yeah.
meeting or
It's-
something?
You got to be
So-
out there.
So anyway, but yeah, so pork leto, but that was funny when
that's
when
why
you
you went
mentioned
to
that.
the
It made me think about. It. I was like,
med
God, this
clinic.
dude.
Cleto
and
is
out.
watching, so I want to know, hey, you got her number.
Leto Mike wants this Ukrainian
911.
woman's number. This Ukrainian tree. What do you call him? Lumberjack. Ukrainian lumberjack. He wants her number. So. Anyways, but this thing, I'm looking forward to this thing. Yeah, so it'll be Saturday and
This'll
Sunday
be fun.
down at the Riverwalk for this Lego thing. Bring your kids. Mike, you should come on down. Bring your kids.
Yes, and the kids get to be there, and we'll be talking to people. Remind
yeah,
them that,
yeah,
this is a spectator sport kind of thing.
Yeah,
so
be
we're going to
very
be
involved.
engaging people, and it's like, hey, what do you think about what's going on? You can offer them suggestions,
Yeah.
but, unless you're going to go to work with them every day,
Right,
they're
that's a
going to have to
competition.
figure this out for themselves.
What's cool though too is they were saying like it's not just about how these guys build the Legos. They were saying it's about how they're interacting with the people as they're having to build them. Because you've got a crowd and all these kids. And so they told us a story about how one guy, he was almost done. And he was, I don't know what he was making, but some big intricate thing. And a kid came and knocked it over.
So can you imagine?
He wigged out.
Right. And they said he was so gracious with this kid that I think they gave him a job, if not that job.
Yeah.
But they were like so impressed that he kept his cool.
What?
Yeah, but how would you have handled that?
I'd have kicked that kid right in the river.
Right.
I'd have said, I'm trying to be a master builder. Boom. You know, where's your mama at? Where's your daddy at? You know, just, oh my gosh. So, right, I can't handle it with my own kids. Yeah. So, but look, I guess with kids, you gotta put up with some stuff and all. Because Darlene, you got kids.
Yes, I do.
And you got how many kids?
2 kids.
2 kids. And how old are they again?
Oh, they're not into Legos. They're much older than the Lego age. These teenagers.
They're teenagers. So, and then you've got your baby, and so I've got kids that range. My youngest is now 18, but my other son is already like 30 years old, and then now we have the grandbaby who's 11 months old, and so I kind of get this whole range of the spectrum. But the thing I've always come to understand, and a friend of mine shared this bit of wisdom with me when we were first having our kids. He says, "Look, Roman, having kids in your house is like an ocean tide constantly beating against the shore and just destroying things, you know."
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad he told me that, because when it started happening, I was like, okay, this isn't just us.
Yes.
I don't have just crazy wild
kids. But you feel isolated. You feel like no other parents dealt with this situation before.
That's true. That's true. You do start to feel that way. But yeah, it's amazing. I'm amazed at things kids can break. Like this is made of steel. Like, how did you break this? I don't know.
Very careful.
Wow, thanks for the encouragement, man. Appreciate this.
Get
Great pep
ready.
talk.
Get ready. And it happens when they're really little, too, because my son, when he was a baby, his favorite thing with a new toy, was to figure out how to disassemble it.
Yeah.
You know, disassemble it. It wasn't about, this is cool. It's like, how do I just break it apart?
How do I just take it apart and see what I guess that's why these Legos, Lego bricks, Lego blocks have been so popular through the years.
Because it's Lego, not Legos.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Oh,
thanks, Vince.
Well, I'm sorry. So, right, and Post Toasties is not Post Toasties either, but I say that. And so, but no, because I guess the putting together, taking apart, like kids, that's just
always
the thing.
Want to know how it's made. That's just his thing. And I don't know if that is more of, a certain kind of kid. I don't want to say it's a boy-girl thing.
That's part of it. Some kids are more interested in stuff. Like I have one of my kids is like that. He was very good with doing stuff like that. And so, it's a certain skill. Yeah. But like Wesley, if you have like, grandma's ashes in a vase, put it real high. I mean, dude, for real, like they don't care. Like they don't care
put
what
it in Legos.
You're actually right
don't
about
put it in a box of Legos.
Yeah.
No, don't.
I remember I was when we first had our kids and we needed a bigger vehicle, and we got a real nice SUV, black, just really cool. And then my other son drove the riding lawnmower right into the side of it. Oh my gosh. And I was like trying to keep my cool.
Did he say yes?
Yeah. I had right. And then I have like Monopoly sets. I've collected Monopoly sets.
Yeah.
And I had some like, don't open them, right? Like I have some superhero ones and like Mickey Mouse ones,
the gold
all this kind of stuff. I have some that are really old.
Yeah.
I come home one day, my kids all playing Monopoly with my not supposed to open, like superheroes, and then the money's on the floor. Like this, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like it's just amazing.
Hi, Daddy.
Right.
Yeah, but you
crumbled
said you
it
kept
into a ball,
cool.
throw it at me. No,
but,
I have.
Because with back to this new parent here, so you'll quickly discover who is the nice parent and who is the
true.
The
we
tough
go back
parent.
and forth.
It's usually
on that.
the mom that has to be the one who lays down
bad
the
cop.
law.
Bad cop.
I don't want to be the bad cop all the time, but that's usually my label, and I'm okay with it now.
Because it works.
Hold on.
It works.
So Wesley, has she had a diaper issue so bad that you thought about calling hazmat?
Within the last 12 hours, yeah.
And please tell me you didn't gag. Like,
No, I can handle it, but
Okay.
my wife and I had an in-depth conversation about how the material produced can defy gravity and go up the back.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Isn't that
Right.
crazy?
To the hair.
And you always try to figure out how did that happen.
Right.
Oh, we have a onesie, and you gotta clean the whole
It's
kid.
like a melted push pop or something. It's terrible. I don't know.
I like
We
that
need to
push
develop
pop.
a little mini car wash for babies that you just put them in and just
hose them.
It's
Yeah.
like Mr. Mom out of the gas man. Yeah, exactly.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's amazing.
Well, we had Pepe Serna as a guest before.
Yes.
He could be our spokesperson for the baby car wash because he was in the movie Car Wash.
Oh, wow, that's pretty cool.
he's
that's
missing
pretty
an
cool.
opportunity.
Yeah.
He is missing it right.
Baby
Yeah,
car wash.
capitalize
you know,
on
yeah.
that.
We'll get Pepe Cerna. We'll get Bill Duke. We cover all this.
Dude, these people aren't thinking.
Nope.
George Foreman had the George Foreman. You get one product,
Exactly.
and next thing you know, that's what you're like, just like
Pepe
mine.
Cerna
I got to
car
think
wash,
of.
baby car wash.
I got to think what my Roman product would be.
You're
I'm
the
not sure.
entrepreneur, and
Yeah,
you're
you
the
go.
Mr. What is that show? Not
Brainstorm.
Fish Tank, but
Shark Tank.
Mr. Fish Tank.
You're-
That would be
That's-
me, right?
That's for people whose
Honestly,
ideas
Roman,
just
I
aren't quite as
watch it.
Roman.
We're going to
You
fish
need to
tank.
have-
Roman's not at Shark Tank
You
level.
need to
He's
have
Fish
a
Tank.
mobile
Fish tank.
Fish Tank.
Fish tank.
mobile gas station.
Mobile gas station. You think?
Yeah, and you're like, not only the owner, I call them every day.
Yeah, that would be me because I'm always running out of gas. So
Oh.
Mike's like, yeah. So that
You're
I
one
gotta
of
come
those
up with some-
guys.
You need a gas card.
I am that guy.
Oh
I'm
my
the president of that club.
I'm like, if I get down to a quarter of a tank, we got to find the nearest gas
Really?
station. Yeah,
See, I
that's
need
me.
you and I
That's
just to
way
carpool.
too low.
You and I need to just carpool because I'm the worst. I'm constantly like, I can make it, and then I don't make it. And I've shared the stories that the problem is I run out of gas and it's never like a really negative experience. It always winds up being something fun that comes out of it.
Yeah.
And so it's almost encouraging me to run out of gas. Like I've shared the story one time I'm on the phone with a friend of mine. I'm driving down the road and I start running out of gas. And I'm talking to him like, oh man. He's like, what? I go, I'm running out of gas. He's like, really? He goes, well, where are you? And I said, I'm about to get near downtown, exit off the highway. He goes, oh man, I'm right here on I-10 too.
Oh, my
He was like
gosh.
a mile behind me, pulls up behind
I'll pick
me.
you up.
We go get something to eat, like we're hanging out,
Oh, my
like I'm making a day of
gosh.
it. Later, get gas, come fill it up, and I go home. Like see what I'm saying, like it becomes an adventure.
It's like a straight guy version of Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Look,
basically.
I'm gonna.
That's
Wow.
an interesting way to put it.
I'm going to be the mommy here and say that, that's not typical of how this goes down. And you want to make sure that you avoid running out of gas because it's not always going to be a pleasant experience.
Well,
Yeah,
you
don't
see,
talk
you
to
say that.
I don't want to be
See,
Debbie Downer here, but
I've run out of
Wah,
gas though
wah.
so many times, and it's always been an awesome experience. See,
and the-
I hear you. I hear you.
but the one time it happens to me, I'm sure it wouldn't
Right.
be.
Serial killer.
I had when I had a
strangers.
real job. I used to carpool with a friend of mine, and one time, so we were in her car, and she was always a stickler for gas.
Safety,
Like he's like,
yes.
Roman, I know how you
Safety.
are. Right. She was a little older. Right. Right. And so
Common
one time
sense.
we were driving because I live out in Forestville, and so we're driving and we were running out of gas, and I didn't want to stop yet. And I was like, and I'll wait till we get to the other side of town, whatever. And as we're driving, and she fell asleep while we were driving, and as we're
asleep.
driving,
It starts
yes,
going sputtering.
it started sputtering.
Oh,
and I
shoot.
said, oh man, well, there was an exit right there. And I exited. The car died as I'm exiting. I
You
got
rolled,
onto the
coasted?
access and coasted into a gas station. And she woke up like right as I braked at the pump. And I go, I'm just going ahead and get some gas. And she was like, oh, okay, yeah, good idea. She had no idea. She had I was like
idea.
Chevy Chase in Vacation. Remember, we're like, we're here. Like after they had fallen asleep driving. I mean, yeah, she had no idea. But that's the kind of stuff that happens.
That's
to
the
me.
kind of guy
Yeah.
you
It
are.
just works out.
Yeah, you're such
Okay,
a
and so
cool friend.
here's another one that's makes me so out of touch because I'm not a movie person. So most of the time, when I was reporting, if somebody mentioned a movie, one of the photographers I was working with, I can pretty much say I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I did. I
You
did
did.
make.
You-
I don't do resolutions, but I said I'm going to do better this year. So that's why I saw Bird Box. I wish I hadn't, but I did.
Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think it was okay. I was disappointed with the ending.
But I'm going to try to do better about the movies.
But no, me too. Like I have all the best intentions to go
Yeah.
see movies. But I've always been like that. Like it's like, like I saw Terminator like when it came out like on regular cable.
Yeah.
And then I'm like telling everybody about how
They're
cool
like,
this
"Dude,
movie is,
really?"
and they're like, bro. Yeah, we kind of.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like cable. Like it went to Showtime. I mean, it was like cable when it was like on the, other ones like
TBS.
Oh, my
regular TV.
gosh.
Right. Like that's how
TNT.
long it had been.
No, see, I wait for these award shows like the Golden Globes so I can catch up and remember. Like, yeah, right, that's
know-
another one I need to put on the list.
Put on
yeah.
the list, right?
Yeah.
I know. My list of movies I need to see is
And I have
so long.
Netflix. I just.
What is it? What's the problem?
I-
Let's find out.
I like doing other things,
Let's
and I
dig in
just
it.
never.
You're-
I can't sit still long enough.
No.
That's the problem. I cannot sit still long enough to watch a movie. I immediately get interested in doing 10 other things.
I'm like that with certain like with series and stuff like Walking Dead. I never got into Walking Dead till one day. I think it was a Thanksgiving, weekend at your home, and they were doing a marathon. I started watching. I was like, this is so good. But again, all my friends had been way into it for a long time. I didn't see Seinfeld till it was already in
Yeah.
syndication
Yeah.
and happening because I'm like
Yeah,
that. I'll
it's-
get involved, and I feel like
corny.
I can't commit the time necessary. So I'm like Wesley's like worst. person because you've done series type stuff where you're like you want people to
Yeah,
commit and
yeah.
watch.
He
You don't
looks
want
like
me.
he was on
I'm
a
into
soap
some
opera.
now.
You don't
so
want me.
Yeah, Wesley
Yeah.
looks like he was on
Yeah.
a soap opera.
Yeah.
Tell us what you've
His
done
life's-
recently.
Yeah, Wesley,
Yeah.
while we're on there, let's talk a little bit because you have a
That'll be exciting.
movies.
Yeah, well, so the
videos.
I haven't done this one recently, but we released it recently.
Okay.
There was
What
a
is
lag there. So Mahogany Sunrise is kind of the thing of the hour. We basically did a digital remaster on a film we had done previously. We have the Blu-ray. It's in 4K.
Nice.
It's on DVD on Walmart.com, Amazon.com,
Okay.
and streaming on Prime.
Isn't that awesome? That is
Yeah.
awesome. And so, and your role in that movie was what was your character again?
So I play a character named Jackson Schultz, and he's an IT guy who wants to be a
Ooh.
musician.
Build
and,
Legos.
Okay.
Who build Legos. He wants to be a professional Lego builder.
Someone's writing a script right now based on this radio show.
And
talking
then
about
one day someone comes to town saying there's a job for Lego builders. And so- but yeah, no. So basically, I go down to the valley for a IT job, and I find a bag of money in the style of the old like
Ooh.
El Mariachi, like
Nice.
Ooh,
those
that
kinda-
sounds like fun.
the '90s kind of grab the money and run movies.
Yeah.
And is there like
Angelito will get back to you with that
Today.
question.
She'll write it down.
So, and
dropping my Lego
yeah. So, but that's cool. So people can find it. You said again on Walmart.com.
Walmart.com, Amazon.com, hard copy, and then Prime streaming for rental.
And you've done a number of other things. You've done music videos. You've done all
I've
kinds of
done
different stuff.
Quite a bit of stuff, and sometimes I have to stop and kind of pick my brain. If you ever check out my Instagram, it's just a grown man playing dress up. I've got.
That sounds like my weekend.
So far, I haven't dressed as a woman yet, but I got the
Challenge.
full plate armor, the knight in shining armor thing. I've got me dressed, 1800s gear.
Nice.
nice? Okay.
Ever need something for a costume party?
Do you like dressing
Oh,
up
yeah,
like
that's
clown?
true.
I guess
He's my
God,
guy.
I got to do a cross-dressing clown now because I haven't done either of
Cross-dressing
those.
clown?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
not-
know,
Am I a clown?
that's
Not
an
both.
interesting.
Combined.
Yeah, combined.
You don't see a lot of female clowns now that you say that. Not to
Yeah,
just
you
go on a
don't.
rabbit
I dated a
trail.
They just make
Yeah.
And
They acted
they're
like
almost never
clowns.
pretty.
Oh,
They
stop.
acted like clowns. Right? Yeah. So, yeah, that's right.
And
you
don't
really see.
say
No,
you've seen
unless
them
they're
in
balloon
clown
makers.
makeup.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. But a cross-dressing clown, that's another script.
Yeah.
We're giving someone out there a ton of ideas
Seriously.
That'll
for
get
things
you a
to
lot
write.
of likes.
You got to be tuned into like right now. Your career starts today.
That's right. That's
So-
right.
But she'd have to be like I don't want to say the B word, but the character has to be this dark clown.
Sure.
Female
No.
clown.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy.
She has some kind of bland job during the day, but then she transforms. Maybe a clown superhero.
Why don't you want to say
Yeah.
Beyonce?
That's good. Yeah. Beyonce would be a good female superhero,
Well,
right?
see, I don't want to say the B word. What's wrong with Beyonce?
Right.
Thinking about the queen bee.
Did you say B. Arthur?
Oh, fantastic.
She's awesome. I love B. Arthur. I would marry her.
Good morning, Rebecca from
so-
Australia.
All right. Well, speaking
wow,
of
that's awesome, Rebecca.
Yeah.
Speaking of awesome
Good
women,
day.
I know there's some of you awesome women out there that got engaged over the holidays, and congrats to you. And so the place you need to go is Bridal Connection. So we're going to have a quick word from them. Bridal Connection.
Bridal Connection at Stone Oak will help you find your perfect dress for your perfect day. Consistently voted bridal favorite by San Antonio Weddings magazine, Bridal Connection offers amazing high-end designs without high-end pricing. Located on the 1604 Access Road between Highway 281 and Stone Oak, or online at bridalconnectionsa.com. Call 210-967-4696 to set your appointment today. Bridal Connection at Stone Oak, your perfect dress for your perfect day. 967-4696.
And one of these competitions, and I made a
man.
guitar, right? It's like,
Yes.
like which ones
So-
do you have to make
Okay, let me
shapes that
try
go
that.
like that?
I'm here watching the stuff everybody's
Guitar.
building for their Legos. Again, I'm just randomly
this
putting bricks
wonderful event
together.
this
But
weekend.
Same here.
Angelita made something that she said was a thing that takes pictures, and then she put it up to her face. No one knew what she was talking about. And
You
I
know,
think
that
what she
thing
was
that
trying to
takes
say was a
pictures.
picture frame. So it's not
Yeah.
really something that takes pictures. It's something that
I said
holds,
basura.
holds
Basura.
pictures. So
You are
trash.
funny.
I tell you the one Lego brick
House.
she mate that that's not a guitar. I hate to break it to you like that.
It looks
you know what?
more
I want to
like-
encourage you. So yeah,
what do
that
you
looks
call
like a
one of those prehistoric
Yes,
ones,
baby.
the little boxes?
yeah,
like,
yeah, the cigar box one.
yeah, the cigar box. There you
Okay.
go.
So
It's like talking to a 4-year-old. That's great.
Right.
Angelita, that's fantastic.
you're doing great. No, I want the Death Star, the Lego Death Star one. I've seen that. That thing is so
I
cool.
think it's above your
So
skill level.
I was.
Yeah, let's see
You're
what
probably
you
right.
built,
No, I
Roman.
want it assembled. I don't want to be. I'm like,
Yeah, you want it assembled.
I
He
made
wants to
a,
build
it's
one.
nothing.
He wants
It's
to own
nothing,
one.
really.
I made a
I'm just sticking this
forklift.
together.
It's a shovel.
You made a forklift?
Ah.
Is that what that
It
is?
doesn't
Okay.
look like a forklift.
All right,
Yeah.
Mike.
I got,
If
I
he
got
says that's
nothing
what
but
it
like
is.
weird angle pieces. So
It's like use your imagination. It's whatever he thinks it is.
it's
Right.
a space forklift.
You know,
Exactly.
it's funny you say
or a
that.
space Death Star.
I was talking to. That's the great thing too with Lego bricks is that the. Right. This is the
I'm gonna
imagine.
keep chuckling every time you say Lego.
The
bricks.
I know. I'm having to get used to it because they told us when you MC it, be sure to say Lego bricks. Don't say
Lego
Legos,
bricks.
or we have a problem.
We've
like,
ruined Wes because we're like, no, it's Lego bricks.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
with your kids, you're gonna be have to get after one day. Hey, put up your Lego bricks. They're
I'm-
like, you're like,
He's gonna
I
be-
said Lego bricks.
I am
throat
putting-
chopping kids at the daycare.
I'm gonna put my daughter in timeout every time she just calls them Legos.
Legos. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly right. So, but what's it? Oh, so being creative. So a friend of mine, I was meeting with him earlier, and he was talking about he had a book he would read to his kids, but it was the book they didn't know it was all blank pages, and he would literally make up a story. He had these characters, but he would make up the story each time he would share a story. And I thought that was the coolest. Or laziest. No. Coolest. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world. I was like, you know what? That is really neat. So this story, he actually went to, his kids were like, Dad, can you read one of the stories
falling
at
apart.
school? So he goes to the school and reads to the kids. And afterwards, the teacher's like, that is such a great story. I haven't heard his book, whatever. And he showed her that the book is empty pages. She's like, you made up that whole story? He goes, yeah. And so all along, like, he never actually had anything written in that book. You just make it up every time. Which I thought that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
That is cool.
Until
Yeah.
the daughter
Make a good
sees it,
Lego.
the kid is like, "You lied
Right,
to me."
right.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
just shattered. Right.
It's like, no appreciation.
My dad's a
But-
filthy liar.
But what you got to learn
throne
about
of
children,
lies.
especially when they're little, if they have favorite books, Wesley.
Ah.
Lesson learned
Yes.
here that you cannot skip a page if you're tired and you've read it 10 times.
they know.
Yeah,
They know every word.
page.
They will call you
No,
out.
you didn't read that right. You got to do that again. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. If you do something too good, like if you're reading a book to them and you're doing voices and you do it, you better expect to do that every time.
Yeah, I made that mistake.
My
Yeah.
now 5-year-old, when she was 2 and 3, would want a story every night, but she didn't want it read. She wanted a new story. So I would take existing stories like Three Little Pigs and just change it up totally and just tell a story.
That could make it like they slaughtered.
him, but
they got
different.
slaughtered.
Like Kill
it
Bill
wasn't
for the
totally-
Right. That's what I'm saying. Kill Bill. That's the Three Little Pig, right? Yeah.
This little pig had an Uzi.
To which I.
No.
And a katana.
I don't
Right.
like that
Right.
story.
And that was just
No
Right.
Uzis.
That's so.
Wait, she was-
you should tell her. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's my little sound
I would get in
effects box. I
trouble
don't need to
because
give
she'd be laughing and not going to sleep because I would tell
Very
funny
good.
versions of
See,
the
and that's the problem with dads sometimes. We're trying to get them down for the night.
getting them wound up.
Uh-huh. No.
That's
no.
why I whisper, go to sleep or I'm going to throat punch you.
Oh, and that doesn't get a laugh.
That's what I knew when I showed up.
Dude, that is so funny. No, but it's true. Like, yeah, you to get the kids to, because now, like with the grandbaby, like I said, he's about to be a year, and I've noticed just over the past few days, like he doesn't nap like before. Like he would nap, he's like up like all day, and it's like, and they have so much energy, and you're
Bouncing
like
off the wall.
Waiting
just-
for them to collapse.
just there, and he just doesn't. He's like, nope, not doing it.
Oh.
It's like, come on, lay down, buddy.
He's like, party.
Right,
I
right.
like it.
I said,
Feeling
I
it.
said, lay down, and he just
Hold
goes,
on.
yeah. So
But
yeah.
your wife often complains that all your children are up at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. So,
True. We're night owls.
So is he really to blame? The baby.
yeah.
It's a good point.
Saying.
It's a good point. No, you
Well,
know
he
what?
should
He might
be sleepy then.
He might be a night owl too. You
Yeah,
never know
yeah.
because, like I said, we're all.
It's
like,
not what you say,
night
it's what you
owls.
do.
You're right. That's right. That's why they're all.
Conviction right there.
This has been a mom moment.
Right. Brought to you by.
So you know.
Right.
Nobody wants their mom following them around.
This is tidbits from Darlene. So no, but it's true. No, you're right. They kind of emulate what you do, and yeah, I'm a night owl, and then I've noticed.
thought it was a Dutch
I
Pepper
noticed they've
commercial
all
for-
become grouchy.
I'm a night owl. Won't
So-
you be a night owl too?
Won't you be a night owl too? So Mike,
Yes.
you noticed my shirtless pic the other day that I posted.
Yes. And I lost 2 or 3 pounds by looking at it every day. Yikes.
But you still don't got my ass.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, I brought that up in our meeting about this
Oh, yes.
Lego Land Discovery Center event. Because I said, we can consider the building the building blocks, you know?
Yes.
Like
Roman abs.
building his abs.
Building his abs.
Yes.
Like Darlene made this great connection between Legos
You
being
want
built
something
and
that's
me building
big
my body.
Yes.
So check this out. Yeah. So what they're gonna
You
do?
need to hire her as your PR person. and
Thank
he
you, Darlene.
is built
So
like a Roman goddess or god.
goddess, right? He's a Vestal Virgin. So
He's a cross-dresser.
well, in the he's a clown crossdresser.
Superhero.
Superhero.
He's a superhero clown crossdresser.
Wait. What
You
would the
gotta
clown
get a
cross?
superhero
Legos.
sound for that thing. Da-da-da-da.
You know what? I think there was something
you have
here.
one.
Let me
What would
see.
be the name of the clown cross?
Oh, that's not it. That's not it. That wasn't
That's just
me.
a guy sound.
That wasn't
Pardon
me.
me.
That was
The cross-dressing
wait.
clown.
There you go.
I don't know, but I might have
Here
voted
comes
for them.
Roman's abs.
Abs.
Ab.
Not just one. It's not singular.
ABBA. Well, so inside the Legoland Discovery Center, they're going to have a big scale model of the city of San Antonio, which is going to be pretty cool.
Very cool.
And so they also told us they're going to have little Lego people representing me and Darlene. Yeah. So we have been.
How cool is
we are going to be
that?
immortalized
Cute.
And in,
on this thing. Yeah.
in Lego brick.
And little
you're
Lego people.
famous.
This is gonna be Darlene and Roman, and then so we joked about if they could draw little abs on my little guy, because Now, granted, that picture, and for those who don't know, I posted a picture the other day of kind of my progress from having been on this kind of weight loss journey past couple years, and you know, it's like, hey, see a little bit of abs in there. So posted it. I'm that girl. So I'm that Instagram girl holding puppies, showing my cleavage.
And
So
there's only 6 filters.
And
on
you
it.
do have cleavage.
right. 6
And
filters
you
deep.
do
So-
have cleavage.
Yeah, right. And so, but the thing is that that picture was taken right before the holidays. So, you know, it was before the tamales and
Before all the
buñuelos.
holiday food.
So I'm trying to get back to all that. But
It was
yeah,
a good picture,
It was
though. It was
impressive.
honestly a
It was
good
really
picture.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
It was.
And it's funny
You
because
worked hard.
it's funny because out of all the things when I'm posting it, the thing I think about is what is my mom gonna say?
Oh,
Because my mom will always chime in on something.
mom said-
If
She
mom's
would be
like,
listening,
"You need to
he
eat
talked
something,
about you
honey."
this morning. Yeah, let
Yeah.
mom know. You know, she came up this morning.
Right. No, that's true. That's true. And
So
it's-
watch yourself.
Yeah, and I was sharing this story earlier because like with Mel Medical, who I've been with them for a couple years now. You know, I do testosterone replacement therapy and kind of weight loss stuff through them.
Oh.
One of the first commercials we did. Yeah, how you doing? Good to see you. How you doing? So one of the first commercials we did when I was losing weight was, and it was meant to be funny, that I'm in the office and you see the counselor kind of going lower and lower on the scale with the metal thing, and I'm getting all excited, so I raise my arms up like, yeah, and then my pants fall off.
Oh,
And
oops.
so
Was that a joke?
Yeah. Wow, look at you. I was all into you a
We'll
second
have,
ago.
we'll have to ask Ralph.
No, I
So
knew-
yeah, all right. We'll have to ask. Yeah. So his wife. No. So my pants fell off, but I had smiley face boxer shorts underneath.
Oh, good.
So it's fun. So it's right. See, what do you think? I was being nude or what?
It was
so,
a joke.
So it's meant to be
Yeah, it was a
funny,
joke, yeah.
right? Ha ha ha. And so, but just making the point. Hey, Roman's lost weight. His pants falling off, but he's got funny boxers. But my mom got like all mad. She got mad at me. She's like, "Don't be dropping your pants on TV." I was like, "Mom, you know, I was wearing funny boxers." She's like,
You
"Doesn't
had
matter."
emoji
You're still-"
boxers.
Right. I had like this. So she still got bent out of shape. So it's like whatever. But then, you know, she was all right with this one. And then, if you guys feel uncomfortable,
And
you can leave the
then-
room. So yesterday, I made a Facebook Live video about my first treatment for a thing called Gains Wave. And what this is it helps men with their
Testosterone levels?
with their penis.
I need to find a sound for that.
with you know how like women have all kinds of stuff they can do for rejuvenation. This is a thing for men. Okay.
Someone's like, you need a hand with that?
And
so-
right, yeah, I gotta help you out, bro.
I'd like to help you with that penis
And
thing.
yeah. So, so anyway, I made a video about it afterwards, talking about my experience with it. And it's funny, again, I'm here thinking, like, what is my mom going to say? But, you know, I was using the proper terminology and talking about it. And a lot of people appreciate it. A lot of people actually called and set appointments after I made this video.
wonderful.
But
Oh.
my mom
are
shared the
famous.
video, though. And that made me feel weird.
Well,
Oh.
I don't know.
I don't know if she hid it
She's
from
proud.
you, but your mom posted yesterday about it as well.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
My mom
Well,
shared the
she said-
video.
She said,
proud.
"I'm happy for Ralph." Is what she said.
She's all, go, mijo. No, don't.
No,
You're messing me up.
No,
So-
see, now I can't use the sound effect I was going to use because you said your mom. So
What were you going to say? What were you going to put? I'm dying to know which one.
okay, I was going to do the one. Yeah, which one is it?
That one.
You don't want that for mom.
Yeah, we're talking about my mom. That starts to get a little weird. But it was funny when I noticed she shared the video. I was like, and then I don't remember what she said, but she was like, yeah, yay, all right. I was like,
Good for you.
Hey, things
so proud of
happen.
you.
right. But I tell you what,
She didn't offer to make some special food that might help with that problem. though,
right?
huh?
Because there are some.
Cabbage.
There are some. But
Cabbage does something else, right?
but this
I
was.
don't know.
But
You're a
it gives you,
carny.
makes you gassy, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where's
Not
there's a
not
burp.
trying to make light of the whole situation,
Alrighty.
but
But I will.
But
There was the great TV
That
show
I didn't say.
Night Court,
Okay.
Oh yeah.
and Dan, who was notorious womanizer,
Yes.
was having issues
Got it.
with women,
Yes.
and all the men were like, "Hey, buddy,
Right.
people go through that all the time." And he's
Sure.
like, "Has it happened to you?" And they're all like,
No.
"Hell no!"
Yeah, no one will ever want to admit. And like for me, because of the testosterone, I mean, things have been fine in that area.
Thank
but,
you for telling us.
But because
TMI.
one, I'm going to be having to talk to this because we are going to be doing television segments on it. I kind of need to know what's going on. And two, even for guys, for more of a preventative maintenance thing, it's something I didn't know.
Preventative maintenance.
And
That
so check
sounds
it
so
out.
mechanical.
Yeah.
and
about
it
that.
really is.
it's like a fuel additive.
But it actually, I heard that it kind of rejuvenates you, and it slows the aging process.
All that.
It gives you energy. It makes you feel better.
Why is yours
Well,
aging?
Well, if you're talking about testosterone, yeah. And then
Yes,
it
it's
sure does.
actually good
It
for
sure
people.
does. Oh yeah, it's
Everyone
been great
should
for
do
me.
it.
Even for men?
Everyone?
I mean, even for
And-
women?
and-
Even
Oh,
women.
Okay.
Yeah, women, and there's different hormones for
Okay.
women.
Yes.
But it's amazing how nowadays you
Yeah.
can all, I'm not going to look like Wesley anytime soon. Also, because I'm Mexican, he's white.
Heavy
But,
prosthetics.
Right, yeah, but yeah, Wesley's all, I'm 75 years old. I just stare at the sun.
Clean living.
Clean living.
Clean living.
Clean living.
He's a vampire.
But it's amazing the technology and things you can do now with stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like I said,
think it's
because
cool.
this treatment, going through this treatment, I was like, it was painless. It was pretty cool. So, wow. And it's funny because I've heard women talk about it regarding that when they talk about like vaginal rejuvenation, right? Like women have kids, different stuff. I don't know. You marathon runner. I don't know what happens that makes things happen, but it's like
I do, but I'm not talking.
Okay, yeah, but you get it, right? And the thing with women is women will discuss this stuff. Like guys don't talk about all this stuff, right?
Right.
And it's Wesley doesn't even
That's
look
what
me in the
Google's
eye.
for.
No. But I was at one of these events for it was for women, and one of the topics that came up was this vaginal rejuvenation. It was funny because the doctor who was talking, she's a female doctor, and she says, "Look, ladies, something you got to look into if it's been a concern or you're having issues with incontinence or anything like that." She goes, "Or you just don't feel good about it, you feel like you're not what you used to be." She goes, "And some of you, ladies at our age, a lot of us, we go through divorce, and you want to get back out on the dating scene." I was like, "What? What kind of weird?" Reason like you got to get your vagina back in order because
Need
you're
a
gonna be
little
dating.
tune-up,
I
It's
mean,
like
it was,
reupholstering a classic car.
that's what it was like I was like shocked. I was like, what in the world?
When you just said "wow," I just thought if anything ever happens to Roman and he can't be the spokesperson, you need to get Christopher Walken. Wow. He'd be like the Holmans.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. I'm just saying, guys. Wow. So yeah, that's funny, dude. That's so funny. Oh my god. What was I seeing last night with with Christopher Walken?
Have you heard about the hormones?
What did I see?
Wow.
Dude. Wow. Yeah. I gotta get it. I don't have it, but I need to work up. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Did
I
you
don't
want us to
think
stop talking? Is that why you're
I'm not sure we wanted that sound, right?
Yeah, right, yeah. So anyway.
Ah.
Well, like I said, so the weekend should be fun.
Crash and burn.
That's how this show's going. Which one was that?
It's
I
like,
like that one.
it's like an
It was
old
like on the
episode of
second row.
MASH.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, game
Halfway
over.
That's a
That
good
one works.
I like
that
that.
one works too.
I like that.
So
Pac-Man.
anyway, did any of you guys see this R. Kelly documentary?
I didn't see it, but of course, for years I've heard all of the gossip and rumors, and it's pretty salacious, disgusting, and all of that. And a lot of people have come out. Today Lady Gaga even came out and said she was going to hopefully try to stop the streaming of some song that they did together.
Really?
wow.
Yeah,
A couple of
so-
artists have said that now who've worked with him.
Christina Aguilera.
They were
did
like,
he
man,
do?
we got to. So
What did he do, girl?
Yeah, so he.
Well, you've heard
allegedly-
some of it with the, there's always jokes about the golden showers, but
Yeah.
He lives
Dave
at the
Chappelle
IP
had
address.
Can we say golden showers on the air?
well, it's too late for that.
It's out there.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's sad if it's true because we're talking about some serious abuse.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. And the thing is that you look at all the reasons why someone could get away with stuff for so long. If it's all true, 1, celebrity.
Yes.
2, money.
Yes.
Because he was able to have this big home, very secure. No one can come in or out,
people,
and so. But when you see that documentary, like, man, it really creeps you out. But what I found really interesting was people who were kind of defending R. Kelly, like still just such fans
because
that they'll say, no way.
They're
Well,
either
you know, his
fans-
record sales, they say, have gone
They've
up.
gone up.
through the roof. Yeah.
They've gone
Really?
up.
What?
That's
Isn't that
insane.
crazy?
I posted
Yeah.
the other day about something similar, that I had like 141 friends on Facebook that are friends with a guy who I know is a murderer who never did time.
That's right. You mentioned some of that. Yeah, tell us
I
again.
know
We do
about
have a lot of common
another,
friends.
about a
But do they know
91.
he's a murderer?
Right.
It was in the news.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
There was another 91 with the guy who thinks he's the new Jesus,
Oh.
okay.
and
another
another
guy.
111 with the guy who allegedly had his mistress killed.
Wow.
And
See,
it's kind of like,
see, there's all kinds of stuff out there.
Yeah.
Got subjective
There's all
friends.
kinds of stuff.
no, they're not my friends. I know who they are. Oh,
Right.
yeah, you're right. My mutual friends are Jack
They
friends.
obviously need some
So
you're
don't go
one
to Mike's
of
house
them,
for
one of them,
barbecue. Right. Jeez. Well, it's funny because I was meeting with some friends earlier, and this one guy, he had been in prison for 18 years, and while he was in there, really turned his life around. He wrote books. He's out now. He writes books. He's a motivational speaker. He does all this stuff. Great guy.
Every page
and
is blank
and we
in the
were
book.
yeah, all the pages were blank, right? Yeah, and so he was. But we were talking about that, how like there's so many people who I guess because they've been in prison or whatever,
Yes.
people meet them and they still are kind of
Hesitant,
leery
yeah.
of getting involved or
Cautious,
being close to them, or very cautious.
Right, yeah.
Still, yes, ma'am.
I'm gonna say it depends. I have family that have been in prison. I've had really good friends that have been in prison. It depends.
It depends, right? But for the most part, if you don't know someone and you hear them say, "I just got out of jail, I was in for 18 years," you go, "There's a little bit of
My first
Yeah.
question is for what?
yeah." No, I got it.
'Cause
And
if
so,
you're-
Yeah, it could be a white collar crime.
It could
A
be a
little
white
tag on the
collar
mattress.
right, yeah, exactly right.
if
Picking
you-
blue bonnets, what?
you came
Bro,
home-
come at me.
If you came
Gangsta.
home and found your wife in bed with another dude and you killed both of them because you were just so mad and
that's
you did
okay.
18 years,
Be
I'll be like,
careful.
I get it.
Okay, I get it.
I get it.
No,
So, right.
Well-
as opposed to just going there
no,
and
I'm
watching
saying
TV,
as
wait till
opposed
they're
to
done.
going into the HEB and just start
Okay.
blowing people away.
Yeah,
Right,
you know.
okay.
Yeah. So then the point here was that because someone's been in prison, there's certain perceptions and stuff. But then you think of how many people have committed really heinous crimes that have never gone to prison, and like you said, Mike, they're people who you could be associating with
You don't even
on a
know.
regular basis.
Yeah, you don't even know.
right.
And two of them are pretty serious business owners right now.
Sure.
Well, that's great
Look at
because
John
I know
Wayne
the
Gacy.
story of someone like that on our city's east side.
Really? See?
Yes.
Ooh, I think I know who she's talking about. Too.
Yes,
Whoa.
and he is now a
Oh.
successful contractor in the construction
person.
industry, and
Wow.
yeah, and he
And no one knows?
no everyone knows his story.
Oh,
that
okay.
he's that he was in prison for murder, and
Oh.
he came out, turned his life around, and he's offering jobs or second chance to people,
former prisoners, and
right,
stuff.
helping
Yes.
other people.
Felons.
So that's a good story there.
Yeah, and that's what you'll see because like a lot of times people don't want to give an opportunity because you have that already kind of that stigma on there. But then but you look at someone like said let's say like a John Wayne Gacy who was well known in his community. He was a business owner. He was very respected, but yet he's a serial killer. So
Yeah.
you
A
just
clown
Yeah,
based
and a
serial-
clown,
Oh,
a cross-dressing
yes,
clown.
yes.
So, no. But you just
Yeah. Full circle,
but you
man.
just I
Yeah.
mean you never know, man. I mean you never know. And it's funny because sometimes someone can say or do something and you got to wonder, right? So like my wife, we both got that like 23andMe DNA thing, and we're gonna turn that in.
We're
see-
cousins.
See,
I love
That's
it.
hilarious.
We
You
should've
never
done
know.
the
That's why I always
blood
tell people
test.
you got to bring back that blood test, man,
Yeah,
because
we
you don't have
should've
to
done the
get
blood
those anymore,
test.
right?
Yeah.
Before you get married.
Nope.
You
See?
used to have to do it.
But
That's
with that in your
weird.
mind now, if you're possibly cousins, do you really want to go through with this? Do you want to
Well,
know?
Wow.
You know, that's a good
Let's
question.
do it.
What was it?
Comedy gold.
What was the movie? What was the movie where they did that? Was it the one with David Spade?
Joe Dirt.
Joe
Joe
Dirt.
Dirt. Wasn't that like you're my cousin? Remember
Didn't
that
see it.
scene? Oh, like Darlene. Oh. You and I are gonna go to movie watching binge.
I
We
was
need to
walking
just not-
by and someone was watching the History Channel. They're talking about one of the mafia families back in the 1920s, and he married his first cousin. I'm like,
Well,
Right,
in,
right.
ro-
Sometimes they
in
do
royal
that.
families,
Maybe it's the only
that
one you
was-
can trust.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
royal
you want,
family.
you want
They do that.
way, years ago,
Yeah.
centuries ago, but they wanted to
still
keep it in
happens.
the.
Yeah, keep it
Jerry Lee
literally.
Lewis really marry his cousin?
Who?
Jerry Lee Lewis. That
Yes.
was always the,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, first cousin?
Yeah, and she was like 14.
Was he a
or something.
drinker?
And so yes, he was a drinker too. But he liked
Did he
him.
drink
He
Tito's?
liked him. He liked
Did he
him.
drink Fireball, though?
Right.
That's the real question.
So,
Nice
and was it
segue.
great?
So Mike, nice segue, but I'm not there yet. Yeah. So Mike, no, what I didn't get to say. So this 23andMe thing, right? So I was telling someone about it. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this thing. Should be interesting because a friend of mine, she just discovered her real father. She thought she was Mexican. Her dad's Greek.
How do you find
And
people? That's
yeah,
what I'm
so
gonna
they,
get.
I don't know, someone tracked him down. Right. So anyway, I'm telling someone about it, and this dude says, "Oh, you got to be careful with those, man, because if you've ever like murdered somebody,
They'll find you.
they can match that." And I'm like,
Oh,
"Why would
yes.
you say that?"
Oh, that just came up in the news.
You gotta be careful.
News
This
person
happened.
here. It just happened.
Yeah.
That's news right now. I was going through Flipboard. I always check everything on my phone. Keep up with the latest news. And they were
Some of
talking about this person who had done a DNA thing, and then someone else who was related to someone he allegedly killed did a DNA thing, and
See?
turns
That's
out
what I'm
they
saying.
matched his DNA, and he is now in custody.
Right.
Wow.
So for
So
someone to
weird.
tell me that, like, you got to be careful because if you murdered somebody, I'm like, first of all, I haven't really murdered to where we should be. But the fact that it's so quickly, that's the first thing they thought of. Like, oh man, you never know, you might find family you don't know about. He's like, if you murdered somebody, like, so.
It's just funny you brought that up because it's happened.
Oh my
I like my
gosh.
chances, and you need to leave.
Right, right. I'm feeling very awkward and nervous right now. So if you could
I need
just,
an adult.
if you could just go. So
At least I'm not the only downer, so
Yeah,
there's
that got dark quick.
If,
man.
I
if you've
know.
never murdered someone, blink your eyes twice.
Right. Exactly right. So, all right. So we got a few things going on this weekend that I'm going to talk about here in just a little bit. But before we do, since the weekend is coming up, or for those listening on radio right now, you are in the weekend. Nothing makes your weekend better than a little bit of Tito's vodka. So let's get a quick word from them.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's original craft vodka. In 1995, Tito set out to build a microdistillery, incorporating elements of artisan craftsmanship from boutique wineries into the spirits industry. Pot distilled, made from corn, Tito's is naturally gluten-free, crafted in Austin, Texas, to be savored by spirit connoisseurs and everyday drinkers alike. For Tito's recipes, infusion ideas, Tito's swag, or to learn more about our story, visit Tito'sVodka.com. 80 proof Tito's Handmade Vodka, crafted to be savored responsibly.
Think outside the box or the square.
Man,
Yeah, you just
Wesley's
kinda, like,
Wesley's
continue on what
creations
you
are
have.
so good for these Legos. Darlene is still determined to make something
Mine,
out of
I don't know.
this
It just
thing.
gets taller, but it
This
has no
kinda
real
looks like
shape
the
or
truck.
form.
Yeah. So
No,
so
that's-
again, guys, this Lego thing is like I said, happening this Saturday and Sunday at River Center
That's
Mall,
cool.
downtown San
Yeah.
Antonio. Saturday starts at 9:00. Sunday starts at 12:15. Bring your kids because this thing is going to be
Please
awesome.
bring your kids.
And they're
There's
going to
gonna
be
be a
doing
raffle.
Yeah, they're going to be giving away
Yes.
stuff, right?
And
Wow.
giving away prizes, and there'll be opportunities for you to go ahead and purchase some season passes.
Yeah, season passes.
Yes.
Because the Legoland Discovery Center.
Yes,
Pe-
and
people are getting confused with Legoland store. The Lego store. This Legoland Discovery Center is actually an activity center.
Right.
So you bring in your
Children.
kids and they do
Right.
stuff. Yeah. So you can buy passes for it just like anything else. Yes, and the aquarium.
Right, in the aquarium. There's going to be an aquarium down in River Center as well. So,
Yeah.
yes.
Isn't that amazing?
I love how
Wow.
Annalita's like, what?
All of this.
What?
I think it's great because we think of tourists coming downtown to do things, but it'll bring people here in the city back downtown. We have a wonderful, beautiful
Oh, yeah.
downtown.
I like
Yeah.
We
to
do.
showcase a couple of things.
Yeah,
we
let's
have,
see-
we
let's
have
see.
Wesley.
that
wait,
looks
wait,
like
Scorpion?
wait.
No, Scorpion.
Wait,
Looks
that
like a
is
caterpillar
cool.
thing.
But I've
Oh,
got
okay.
this. I've got
is that?
I've got
I don't know
this.
what
I
that
just
is.
make magic. I
Really
can't help
cool.
myself.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of more stuff going on this weekend, if you like to dance,
Wesley
if
will
you're
be
into right, you like to flash dance. If
Wesley
you like
can
to-
do everything.
I
Yeah.
know.
Wesley does everything.
Wesley's
Aw.
wife is watching.
Wesley
Oh,
does
okay, cute.
everything.
Hey, Wesley's wife, just so you'll know,
Lauren.
he has not gone over the points he was supposed to because he's playing with Legos.
I literally got distracted. I was like, I haven't talked. I'm so sorry.
All right, we got to take the
Yes.
Legos away from him.
Okay, so this Sunday at Alamo City Music Hall, they're going to have some bands out there doing like conjunto music and yeah, a little bit of everything. And this is going to be from 6 to 9 Sunday downtown at Alamo City Music Hall, 1305 East Houston Street. And it's just going to be a lot of fun. If you're just looking for something to do on a Sunday, some friends of mine are organizing this. And it's just a blast. You go down, hang out. They got a bar in there. And for those who like to dance, and just like I said, you can burn some calories, burn off those holiday tamales. Dancing is a great way to do it.
Yes.
And so get down here at Alamo City Music Hall this Sunday, 6 to 9, and you have a good time. And really, I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know if it's just me, but for the most part, I think if not for women, I think majority of men would not ever dance like ever in their lifetime, right? Am I right on that?
Just
Like
stand on the wall, holding
that is
holding a
just
drink.
incorrect.
I feel
Unless
bad
you're a
'cause-
clogger.
Oh yeah, a river dancer.
River dancer, yes.
That's incorrect.
Yes,
Is it?
I'm not a dancer at all. Let's get those stereotypes out of the way right
right, real quick. I know what y'all were thinking.
now. I know, but no.
I'm one of the first ones usually out there.
Okay, I said most men.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I said real men. So,
Well, you didn't say real men.
right. Okay,
So, look. I have something to show off my Legos. This right here.
Yeah, that's a cat tree.
No, but
no,
no.
no.
What is it?
Okay, but
That
compare,
is that is the
DNA.
staircase from all the Harry Potter movies.
but compared up to what
okay.
Wesley's doing right now, I'm still jealous of how quickly he comes up with things. Look
like
at
a
this, a
transformer.
robot. Yeah.
That's so
Yes,
cool.
I've missed my calling. I'm
Oh my
telling you.
gosh.
Let's
I
do
know, and here's my robot.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about sound effect?
We're gonna compare our robots.
Like seriously.
You guys are really good. I say y'all go down and compete. I say y'all should go compete. So,
Wesley, you need to be there this weekend.
I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I've missed my calling.
Yeah.
There you go.
and build. So, yeah, so hope to see you guys down there this weekend. Like I said, it's going to be a lot of fun. Darlene and I will be down there Saturday and Sunday.
Rooting for the next
And,
new master builder.
The big new master builder. I mean, again,
Yes,
imagine
yeah.
how
Show
cool
up.
that is.
He's good.
I'd like to. I want to see the person win, like someone who was just like, you know, all their life, like they've just been playing with Legos, and everybody told them they were crazy as a grown adult to be playing with Legos.
And they don't have any friends, right?
And like, this is gonna go nowhere. You never, right? They don't have any friends.
It's like Burgess Meredith.
Right.
You're never gonna be nothing but a bum.
Right. Just a loner, you know. So, yeah, it just to be. But imagine that you're in the bar. So what do? I build Legos, and she's like, loser, like get a real job, not realizing this dude like makes all kinds of bank. As a master.
Exactly. There's real money in those bricks.
I'll go you one better. I hope the master builder has no arms. Like they do everything with their feet.
Oh gosh.
Ooh, that like remember like that guitar player guy that would do that? Like he played at the Vatican. He would play like flamenco and with his feet.
Wow.
I'm trying to do stuff with 4 appendages. Well,
Not
Four
even
fingers?
and not even doing it well.
Another plug for
and,
it.
boom. So, but hold on, let me get my. Oh yeah. You know, but no, you know what, Mike? That would be such a feel-good story, right? Like,
But you know what that reminds me of is something else we were talking about today, because it's about having faith and believing and your vision.
Yeah,
Your
like,
vision.
Lord, you could build
Your
this,
vision.
and you did it.
I did.
that's right. Yes.
don't know
Whatever
what it is,
that
but
is.
you
We
did
don't
it.
know what it
That
is.
is a feel-good story.
But
Save
I
it.
believe.
Yeah.
I believe
That's right.
Yeah, you never know. So,
that I'm done with
That
Lego
could be the
bricks
next
for
Lego
today.
set.
but you know what, Mike? That's a good point. You know, you just never know. Yeah, who it could be. It could be someone that from whatever background or whatever
It could be a serial killer.
ability, disability. You know, and it just that's the thing. There's no qualification as far as you need to have gone to school for something. You need to have whatever. This is open to anybody that wants to come and build with Legos.
Yes, and
Lego
remind them
bricks.
that some people signed up early, but
You could show up that day.
Yeah.
And there may be some slots for you just to compete that day.
Wesley.
So again, anybody if you haven't signed up and you're thinking about it, show up and just there should be some spots available and you just compete and you never know. All your dreams can come true. So
oh, Pedro.
right. Yeah, right. So Wesley, thanks so much for being here, bro.
Yeah.
Man, you know, again, people can find you how? Tell people how to
Yeah,
find you.
so and I'm so sorry. I literally was enthralled with Legos, but yeah. So I'm Wesley Blake on Facebook. I'm the real REEL Wesley Blake on Instagram.
The realist.
I swear I've done plenty of work, and all I could do was
Play with
talk
but
about
he never
Legos.
talked about
man.
it. Yeah,
I really
right, yeah,
didn't,
so
but no.
that's-
Yeah, thanks for a chance to come in. If you get a chance, go at least check out the trailer on Amazon Prime for Mahogany Sunrise.
Mahogany Sunrise.
We did the whole thing in 3 weeks with almost no budget. It was just a lot of grit and gumption, so we're proud of it. I mean, it's by no means perfect,
No,
but
it looks great.
but
It looks
check it
great,
out.
and
Yeah.
you're a great actor, and kudos to whatever else you're gonna have going on here coming out with. And Darlene, how can everybody keep up with everything you got going on now?
Well, you can find me on Instagram. I'm always on Instagram, always somewhere, always trying to be somewhere. Because, like I said, I don't watch movies because I like to be out.
Nice. Okay, so find Darlene online, and keep up with all that. Like I said, come catch us this weekend. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Angelita. Everybody have a wonderful weekend. Share our page. Share our video.
Harmonica.
God bless. Have a safe weekend, and I'm harmonica play out.
All right.
Hey, Cookie, get them beans.
And then.
Ooh.
Good night, everybody.
All right, I'm taking all these home.
Right.
You get to take
You
it
have to
home.
return them.
Thank you,
Good night.
Facebook Live.
Good night,
everybody.
Facebook Live.
All right.
Thank
They
you.
were just on
yeah,
loan.
Yeah, let's